Our guest today is Mr. Shaheem Rahiman. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Atria University. This is a new university that is coming up in Bangalore and is all set to take in its first batch of students in September this year. The university offers 4 programs having a course duration of 4 years each. Students can look forward to a BTech, a BBA, a BDes, and a BSc program. And all of them, you have an option of choosing 5 specializations or majors. Mr. Shaheem has also been part of Deloitte, Syntel, and TCS in his previous years. He's a graduate of Atria University.
You know, higher education in its current form has a lot of legacy that is pulling it back, right? You're trying to create a common denominator to cater for the large number of students in a country like ours. And when you try to create a common denominator, a common medium syllabus, it gets diluted, right? Students, just like any individuals, are different. We need an education model that allows the student to experience different aspects of skill sets, character building, problem solving, empathy, social responsibility. Students need to start experiencing this, appreciating this, and then figure out what problems of the world they want to solve, what problems of the world they are passionate about for solving. Our higher education model at this point of time is very far-fetched, right? But I've become to realize that a large number of people, my age group or even younger, when I ask them, a lot of them agree that the 4 years of undergrad is probably the most wasteful years of their life. That's because what I was not taught what is relevant in the industry. Whatever I was learning is actually skill sets or technology or attributes that were at least a decade behind. We want to change that model. We believe students in their students are intrinsically smart enough. You just need to provide them an opportunity, a platform to solve problems, platform over 4 years for them to work with people from different disciplines, different competencies, help them understand that they're actually in it to solve a problem rather than trying to skill themselves with multiple skills and then figure out after 4 years what problem they want to solve. So to start off, I want to have the students go through an experience of multiple disciplines, multiple competencies before they decide what degree and what major they will do, right? So flexible learning pathways is extremely important in my idea of an education institute. For that matter, what we do is, like you had earlier called out the 4 degree types that we have, which is BTech, BDes, BSc, and BBA. We have 5 majors: digital transformation, which involves everything related to business process transformation, industrial automation. Then we have energy sciences, which is related to generating power from Earth's renewable energy, which is wind, solar, and water, storing them, ability to distribute them. Everything in that sphere of learning, that's what we teach in energy sciences. Then there's interactive tech, how humans and computer interact with each other, right? Voice-based, touch-based, keyboard interface, UI, UX, gesture, AR, VR, all of those things come under interactive technologies. Then we have mobility, which is transportation modes using electric vehicles. We are very conscious. We are not going to teach about internal combustion engines. Everything that we do in mobility will be related to electric powered vehicles, whether it is an electric powered car, unmanned aerial vehicle, mass transportation systems like a metro. All of that will come under mobility. And the 5th major is sustainable life sciences, where a student will learn a lot about biotech, some amount of sustainable agriculture model. All of these, that's what the students will learn across 5 of these majors. We don't want the student to make a decision on what degree they're going to take when they join the university. In the first 1 to 12 months, everybody goes through a foundation set of courses. We call them the explore phase of undergrad. Here is where we are bringing students from various backgrounds. Students who have done physics, chemistry, maths, students who have not done physics, chemistry, maths in their 11th and 12th, students who focused on commerce or arts. Irrespective of what they focused on in 11th and 12th, everybody goes through a basic set of foundation courses in year one. The year one foundation courses will involve a lot of emphasis on foundation in technology, appreciation of differences, basic sciences, mathematics, design thinking, self-awareness, art appreciation, critical thinking, teamwork, sense making, financial appreciation. All of these things are what we call the foundation layers of an undergrad program. We get everybody to go through all of these, and in addition, there are 5 majors that we have. We get students to go through real life project in each of the 5 majors. In year one, we put every student through a 3-week project, actual real life implementation project in each of these majors. After that, we give the students 6 to 8 months to discover. Now, what happens in discover phase is the student picks a multitude of courses from the wide array of courses that we provide. Student picks courses with a combination of degree type and major. When I say degree type and major, I'm saying a student can pick up a course that is primarily aligned to BDES in digital transformation, or a BSc in energy sciences, or a BTech in interactive technology. So the permutation combinations are all, you can get a major in any one of the 4 degrees. So student gets to pick different sets of projects across this combination in the discover phase, which is month 13 to 21. By the end of discover phase, we believe the student, having spent 21 months of UG program, is now having sufficient information to know what degree type and what major one wants to pursue. That's when our next 2 phases kick in, which is deep dive and experience, where they go through the multitude of projects in the degree type and major they have selected, and in the final year they do multitude of capstone projects. More importantly, from year 2, 3 months of the calendar is set aside for industry projects as internships. So over a period of 4 years, a student at Atria University would have done 9 months of internship, would have done over 30 actual projects, right? In doing so, the idea is for the student to be industry ready. Just like any real world project or a problem solved, there are commercial aspects to it, commercial viability, right? There is a design approach that needs to be implemented. Let it be spatial design, it can be product design, package design, or usability design. All of these are different types of design specs. Then there is the research of trying to figure out how to make the existing technology better, and largely the implementation, which is the tech implementation. So actually, in realizing a product, one always absolutely will have to have gone through the commercial and financial aspects, which is BBA, the process of actually designing the product, right, which is BDES, then the process of actually doing research to figure out how existing technology can be improved, applied, which is research oriented, which is BSc, and lastly, the implementation, the tech implementation, which is BTech. So a project has all 4 of these flavors. Now, depending on what is the student's likes or dislikes, they get to focus on the degree, focus on the skill sets or attributes specific to the degree type for solving that project. That's the model that we have. A project will have all 4 types of degree attributes associated with it. Students who have selected a degree type will focus on that aspect of the product. Students who have decided that they want to pursue a BBA, they will focus more on the business viability, on how to run this business, project management, administration, the finance aspect of it. That's what those students will focus. While as the BTech, the students who want to do BTech will actually be focusing on putting together the solution for it, implementing for it.
Thank you so much for joining us, and I do hope and wish all Atria University all the best. I wish it fantastic success in its first year onwards, and clearly the numbers are already there to prove that. Thank you so much, and it was wonderful talking to you.